I thought it'd be a valuable lesson for our viewers, because I know what we're going to work on. We're going to work on making sure your setup's dialed in, like we always do, making, get all the checkpoints there, run through the bag. We're going to make sure that we have the ideal set position. We're in a good spot to then be able to just turn that set position to the top, eliminate all the extra runoff. Now, better though, dude. It's definitely not as loose at the top of the swing, Here's what I wanted to run you through to start with, okay? It's like if you put your hand right here, prevent your left arm from passing your body's center, right? But watch this. The same thing that's turning your body is hinging the club. Now, what I mean by that is this. The left shoulder, exactly, Henry, the left shoulder is initiating your turn, like the back of it, right? It's really moving the left hand away. Now, ideally, if I had a level right here and my hands are under that level, they're going to stay under that level for a very long time. So I always say your belt line is kind of the level of the water, and you want to push the beach ball below the level of the water. Now, your left shoulder does that, and what's great is when the left shoulder pushes away on the heel pad, which is the angle you have here, that's what sets the club. Now, all I'm looking for my viewers and for you, from this perspective, left shoulder pushes away, creates the L. Your chest is looking right at your hands. That L just happens to point down towards the golf ball or just inside of it, right? That just means the club's in front of you. So I would tell you that pace your hinge with your turn. Okay. That makes sense, right?
Yeah, no.
Feel the shoulder.
It's not just like that.
Right, and even when you rehearse it, because I know you try to get those thumbs up because we've had to work on that, do it more like with rhythm. Like be real smooth with it, okay? The hinge is happening in the same direction as the body's turn, and we're just continuing to move that left arm to the top with your shoulder. Look pretty good there, buddy.
It's such an odd thing, too, because you think you're trying to take it outside. You just want to do it forever, where it's like setting early and just going vertical, but you need to pair it with...
That's what you just said is so key. People who take the club, who need to take the club more out, which really is not, for you it's a function of just this. You used to take it back straight, but the club just had no hinge.
Yep.
So a lot of golfers, and this has been a theme of a lot of people, Kevin's back there shaking his head because we've seen this a lot. It's not that this person's taking it inside. It only looks inside because it just never set. Okay, so if the club it's not about them pushing the club out more. That's not what we're looking for. It's about them just getting the club set a little bit more. If the hands stay low, the club gets higher, and that club will get right in line with the hands when it's parallel to the ground. Now, from this position, your hands are still being turned in the direction of your shoulder plane. People get this look right here where they're hinging it and they want to go up the wall.
That's definitely how I think of it sometimes.
And that's not it, right? It's yes, it's hinging like this. Yes, it's hinging in front of me, but look at it gets back there nice and deep in the direction of my body's turn. And that's what we still need. You set it, and then we're going to turn it underneath here. There it is. Do you feel that?
Yeah.
There you go, Henry. Should feel a lot more connected, bud.
Should I just do like a two-part?
Do a two-part. Do a two-part. And when you do the two-part here, set it. And then once again, I'm going to give you the visual there. There's the shoulder plane underneath. There it is.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I got to show you. I got to show you what that looks like now. Do that again. Great drill right here for everyone. The set-go drill. You set it, and you turn it to the top, and it guarantees you're more connected to the top.
It's there and then there.
Exactly. Nice.
Did that wrist look... I guess the next part is like when I get to the top, because it's obviously a lot of set, but I feel like it's almost like a little cuppy, and making sure that the set is more like that.
Well, absolutely. It's like when you're here, you need to make sure that once you're here, you're done. Because if there's any lifting and extra, that's what does this, right? But if you're already here, so if you just turned your body, it would be in a much more stable position, okay?
Right. Yeah.
Makes sense, buddy?
Yeah, it does. So I'd be here.
Yeah.
And then from there, it's just...
Yeah,
like that.
yep. Club face is much more square. I don't think this is so much of an issue of your swing as much as I think the setup can be better.
Yeah.
So, you're a tall guy. Shorter irons, it's tough because what happens? These get rounded in an attempt to kind of let your arms hang. Mm-hmm. The arms right now are under your shoulder line. Yeah. I would get them on your shoulder line and try to feel like If you're standing up straight, you see how my shoulders are the way they are? They're not like this naturally, right?
Yeah.
I'm here. Now, put the arms in front of you and keep the shoulders back a little bit. Not uncomfortably. I don't want you to sit there and feel like you have to pinch.
You're not trying to pinch.
No, you're not trying to pinch a pencil back there. The shoulder blade opened up is going to open up a bigger turn. It's going to direct that nice hinge with the proper hand path, which will be a little bit deeper.
A little deeper, yeah.
And then we're going to be in business.
Good.
Okay? When you're standing up straight, your hips and your ankles are going to be in line.
Yeah.
Nobody's standing up like this. You're standing up straight, right? And then here's the key. Maintaining that, just not changing my shoulders, not changing my upper body, but just going there, and then watch, flexing down to get into the shot.
Yeah,
that balances me.
Yeah, because, I mean, however far your knee moves forward, your butt's going to move back.
Exactly.
But it's not, it's minimal.
But it's minimal.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. So you're kind of straight,
over,
down,
and then down. Exactly.
a bit of flex.
And and hey, just for the viewer too, tell me, like, run us through this. When you go like this, and you're straight, 50-50. Now all of a sudden you go like this, it's like, oh my gosh, it's like 90 to 100.
Yeah, but
up
that's
here.
good.
But then you go like this. You flex down, you're like, oh, okay, balanced, like 70-30.
Yeah.
You know, that's the key right there. Good, 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 good. And like this right here, you know, it's like if you were like this, we had the hands behind here, and I was letting it relax, you know?
Yeah.
Just right here. That's how my shoulders should be. And then I pull this in front, and just because my arms are in front of me, I'm not letting these now cave in. I'm just keeping them right there. Patrick Cantlay, for example, great swing, right? And you look at where he is halfway back. Well, the weight's still up here in the pressure plates. You know, if they had to measure that, it was still all the way up here.
Yeah.
And then it turned back into the heel, where the majority of people who sit back already, your weight's already there when you're into this position. So what happens? Lift.
Right.
Think about it. If it's here, and I'm here, well, now it can be what? Turn. And the weight arrives in the heel at the same time the body's done turning and the club gets to the top. That's connection built from the ground up. Beautiful. Face is square now too.
Yeah.
So for Henry, when he gets lifty like this, his left wrist will get a little cupped like this. And that's where that breaks down like that right there and gets that look. When he gets a little deeper, his right hand supports that club a little better, much more like you're holding the tray.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? It's so much better already, buddy. Fantastic.
Yeah. It
Really
definitely,
good.
it feels like the club face is more square as opposed to just being wide open.
Yes. At Forzak Golf, we take a lot of pride in having developed some of the best and most consistent golf swings on the planet. We do this through simplicity. Our Full Swing Masterclass will take you on a step-by-step, easy-to-understand process on how to get your golf swing better than ever. Join the many before you who've utilized our Full Swing Masterclass to take their games to the next level and beyond.